conference, world conference, I was asking myself, you can also participate with me. Suppose confluence of civilization alone is there, will the world will have peace and prosperity? Prosperity and peace, is it possible? Confluence of civilization. Of course, many civilizations vanished. There are few civilizations there, and also they are not fully organized. So, answer to that is no. Or you still yes? Suppose spirituality alone is there. Spirituality alone is there. Poverty is not met with. Do you think that peace and prosperity will come? Yes or no? So, suppose economic prosperity has come to all the people, then peace will it come? No. So, everything you are saying no. So, what I am going to do, I am trying to combine all the three fellows. Okay? What I am combining? What I am combining? I am combining education with value system. I am combining how religion can be transformed into a spiritual force. And third, how economic prosperity, A plus B plus C equal to peace and prosperity. This is how I am going to prove. Okay? Can I go ahead? Yeah. Friends, life originated. A friend of mine, he is in the field, that's why I am covering this. Life originated 600 million years ago, and continual drift occurred. Continental drift occurred 200 million years ago, creating 5 continents. Mammals evolved 140 million years ago. The hominids, that is the human type, evolved 26 million years ago. But modern man, what we are all here, the modern man only arrived on the scene from 200,000 years ago. He migrated, modern man, he and she, migrated and colonized the world only in the last 50,000 years. The spoken language is some 10,000 years old only, while writing evolved only few thousand years ago. All this phenomenon progress has been achieved only with a short span of 200 to 400 generations, that is just 10,000 to 5,000 years. Now, newer DNA technologies have given us a better insight in retracing the history of man. The DNA of a human being is his history book ever written. Nowadays, intelligence, cognizance, drug response, behavioral problem, everything related to genes. Disease gene mapping is progressing faster pace with the new age DNA technology. It is probably during the 50,000 to 30,000 years of coexistence that societies evolved adapting a newer innovation and cultures. Now let us look at our modern society. Advances in genetic demonstrating great similarity in the genome of man and animals. We found there is a similarity, advances in genetic demonstrating great similarity in the genome of man and animal shows that the limbic brain perhaps is the cause of all conflict within and outside what we are creating. So far, human society from origin until now has always been at war within and between groups, and also led to the 2 world wars, World War I and World War II. In spite of United Nations were there. Presently, terrorism and low-intensity warfare are affecting many parts of the world. Question is, can we find methods by which we can remove these conflicts? That's the question. India, of course, we have some tradition. India is a country which has over the years learned to evolve and maintain a unique unity among diversity. You think of all regions of the world we have. Many languages, common languages we have. Many cultures we have. It has become an inspirational model and an example to emulate for every region in the world. India supports a social form of economic development and encourages a model of growth with equity. We are conscious of the need for growth to respect the environment and make it sustainable for future generations. With this valuable experience of centuries behind India, we can bring a doctrine of a global cooperation. We can bring a doctrine of global cooperation built over the foundation of regional collaboration and core competition of the people and society of many nations. In this context, I am reminded of a dream of an Indian poet, Kaniyan Pungundranar. He is my mother tongue. He is a poet, Tamil. In this context, I am reminded of the dream of the Indian poet Kaniyan Pungundranar, who articulated 3000 years ago back in the Tamil classic. He says, he says in Purananuru, it's a classic, it says, Yadum ure yavarun kelir, Yadum ure yavarun kelir. It means, I am a world citizen, the poet and says, I am a world citizen, every citizen is my own kith and kin. 3000 years back, somewhere southern part of India, a poet proclaims this. This feeling itself, I am sure, can be the foundation for the way of human thinking on unity of minds. Now, friends, I am coming to the topic, how to evolve a enlightened society, evolution of a enlightened. I consider so far up to the 21st century, we have not yet evolved enlightened citizenship, even though many religious leaders came, many scientists came, many reformers came, thousand books has come. The question is, have we evolved enlightened society? What is enlightened society? With this spirit of universal brotherhood, I would like to put forth for this important gathering, including the students, important gathering, a methodology for evolving a happy, prosperous and peaceful society in our planet, which I call it evolution of a enlightened society in planet, evolution of a enlightened society in planet Earth. It's a new idea. I thought of you will ask questions. I am ready for questions. How do we create such an enlightened society? Which will have, the enlightened society will have three components. What are the three components? Enlightened society has got three components. What are the three components? First one, education with value system. Education with, whether you are in India or you are America or you are Japan or Indonesia, anywhere that children should learn education with value system. That's one condition, before age 17, that too. Next one, religion transformed to spirituality. Religion cannot transform to spirituality. But one count of the religion what is a theology plus spirituality. Theology exclusive for religions. You can't do anything about it. It's exclusive. Every religious people say that's very, their territory you cannot touch. Okay? They are very particular. But fortunately, the spirituality of every religion talks about the same. That is the starting point, that's the starting point, a bridge point, that's a bridge point. That's why I am saying religion, part of religion transformed into spirituality. And I am going to tell you, this country had an experience. You will be thinking it is impossible to bridge the religions. And it cannot transform, spirituality cannot transform into unity. You will be thinking, but this country has happened. I am going to give you the story, true story. Third one, economic development for societal transformation. With poverty, you cannot have a peace. With poverty, you cannot have a spirituality. With poverty, you can't climb everything, fantastic life. So poverty has to be removed. That's why I am saying combination of all the three you need for global world, enlightened citizenship, education with value system, religion, part of the religion transforming into the spirituality, and then third one is the economic prosperity, removing the poverty. These are all the three I am going to discuss with you next 15 minutes. Now let us discuss education with value system. We have seen that seeds of peace in the world have their origin in righteousness in the heart of every individual. Swami Vivekananda, one chapter he talks about righteousness in the human mind. Such righteous citizens lead to the evolution of a enlightened society. Education with value system has been so designed, education with value system so designed that the righteousness in the heart is developed in young minds. That's why I handle young fellows. That's why first I took care of the young fellows. They are silent, you see. Now that should be the mission of education. Education with value system has been so designed that righteous in the heart is developed in the young mind. That should be the mission of the education. The prime learning environment 5 to 17 age. This reminds of me an ancient Greek teacher. A Greek teacher few thousand years back, he said, give me a child for 7 years. The teacher says, give me a child for 7 years. Let God or devil afterwards, let God or devil take the child. They cannot change the child. You see the teacher, how confident, it indicates the power of great teachers. What good teachers can inculcate the young minds. Parents, teachers must inculcate moral leadership among the children. It requires the ability to have insight into the uniqueness of and universality of the human consciousness. True education is the acquisition of enlightened feelings and enlightened power to understand daily events, to understand the permanent truth linking man to his environment, human and planetary. While I was in a college, long ago, many of you are not idea forms. While I was in college, I remember the lecturers given by the highest authority of Jesus Christ, Jesuit institution, Reverend Father Rector Kalathil at St. Joseph's College, Southern India. Every week, on Monday, Reverend Father will take a class for an hour. He used to talk about, it's called moral science class. Nowadays, because secular India, they removed all of them. Now, every week on Monday, he will take a class for an hour. He used to talk about, Father Rector used to talk about good human being, present and past, what makes a good human being. In this class, he used to give lectures, Mondays, on personalities such as Lord Buddha, Confucius of China, Saint Augustine, Khalifa Omar, Mahatma Gandhi, Einstein, Abraham Lincoln, and moral stories linked to our civilizational heritage. In the moral science class, Father Kalathil used to highlight the best aspect of how the great personalities have been evolved as good human beings through parental care, teaching, and companionship of great books. Even though these lessons were given to me in 1950s, during my college days, they inspire me even today. It is essential that in the school and colleges, lectures are given by great teachers of the institution once in a week for 1 hour on civilizational heritage of every country and derived value system. This may be called moral science class that will elevate the young minds to love the humanity, to love other human beings and elevate them to higher planes. This will ensure embedding the righteousness, what we are looking for today, righteousness in every citizen, in the heart, every citizen with eternal goodness and wholesomeness in contact. I have heard some of the spiritual centers in India a hymn on righteousness. I can recite solely. If some of you want to join, you can join me also. Will you? Some of you will join? Yes or no? Okay. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is, none of you are not taken lunch. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. Harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Dear enlightened citizens who are sitting here, I will ask you, if you have one quality, if you inject in our children before 17, then Beauty in the character possible, harmony in the homes possible, order in the nation possible, and peace in the world possible. What is that one quality? What is that one quality? This side you are hearing properly, righteousness in the heart. Now the question is, who will give the righteousness in the heart before 17 years? Who will give? I will give a clue. 3 fellows you can give. Yes, yes. Teacher, parents. That is the answer all of you guys gave. You got only 50 marks for 100. 50 marks. Father, mother, of course, there. 3 people. Father, mother, teacher. Correct answer. Will you repeat with me so that it enters into you? Will you repeat? Father, mother, in a spiritual environment. Father, mother, in a spiritual environment. That means they will do namaz, they will do the puja, they will go to the Bible, they will read. That is in spiritual environment. Father, mother in a spiritual environment, and primary school teacher, great primary school teacher. These are the people can give you righteousness in the heart. So now friends, let me take up the area that is transforming religion into a spiritual force. Very tough area. None of you believe in it. Do you believe? Religion can be transformed to spirituality. Any one of you believe? Yeah? Anyone? Please lift your hand. Young fellows lifting hand. Okay. Experienced people, they are not lifting the hand. Now, I am going to give you a real story. Okay? A real story which happened in my presence. Religion has 2 components, theology and spirituality. Even though theology is unique to every religion, the spiritual components express the value to be inculcated by human beings for promoting a good human life, welfare of the society, while pursuing the material life. I have read all the religious books. I can tell you the spirituality side, all the religion in different form, different languages, they are saying that. Now, I would like to recall one incident which commonly occurs in some parts of the country. I have witnessed when I was a 10-year boy. 10-year boy means, I was a 10-year boy means 1941. That is wartime. British India, 1941, British India. I was a 10-year boy. Now, in our house, periodically, I used to see 3 different unique personalities meet, Friday or Saturday, Sunday, different times. Who are those 3 people? Pachi Lakshmana Shastrigal, who are the head priest of famous Rameswaram temple. I am from Rameswaram. And a Vedic scholar, he is a Vedic scholar also. Reverend Father Bodal, who built the first church in Rameswaram Island. And my father who was the imam in the mosque. And all the 3 people have 3 dresses. Father Bodal have a long gown, okay, a long gown. My father will have a turban, imam, he's carried a turban. And Pachi Lakshmana Shastrigal had a sacred thread and one Angavastram and Kudimi, tuft he will have. I was astonished when I was a 10-year boy. What is 3 people? Look at 3 different people. I didn't understand why they are meeting, what they are. I asked my father. He said, you are small for, I will tell you after some time. When I went to college, he explained to me. These 3 people, they represent 3 great religions of India, Hinduism, Christianity and Islam. And they discuss all the 3 of them used to sit and discuss. The island problem finds solutions. Island means Rameswaram Island. In addition, they built several religious connectivities, compassion. They spread, all the 3 of them spread the message of compassion. These connectivities quietly spread to others in the island like a fragrance from the flowers. This sight always comes to my mind whenever I discuss with the people on dialogue of religion. I saw when in 41 dialogue of religion in my home. Dialogue of religion, you don't go to London to hear the dialogue or Delhi to dialogue. I heard in my town, similarly many of you will hear. India has this advantage. of integration of a